Alright, I think we are live now. I'm Matse007. I'm gonna bring you Skylar Plux Adventure on Clover Island. Any person. A beautiful, cool, fast speed game. And joined by me is Cuddy Flame, who's the world record holder. And yeah, he's gonna help me with commentary in this case.
So yeah, hey, I'm Cuddyframe_, and like she said, I'm gonna do commentary.
Alright, I'm just gonna go and jump into the game right now. So, to explain how the timing starts in this game is the moment we start moving, the time starts. So I'm just already loading in, and just you give me a countdown and I'll start on the count of 0. So, yeah. You, Cuddy, if possible.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go! So Skylar Plux, as you can see, is a 3D platformer. The mechanic we're gonna use in this game is bunny hopping. We're gonna jump right before landing. The game won't register us as landing, so our speed will build up and we will go really fast. That's gonna be the main mechanic that's gonna be used through the whole game. If you fail some bunny hopping, you're obviously gonna lose all your momentum, so you don't want to do that. But going fast is what we're gonna do.
Also, just for confirmation's sake again, that was the before the run start, the Sonic Model 1, right? Not that we now screw something up, but that was what I was told before.
No, you're good.
Alright, good. Then also hopefully the incentive is closed, because yeah, no changing anymore. Even though the Samus one is good.
We've closed it out. You're stuck with Sonic.
God damn it. Anyways.
So that was the end of the tutorial, a short 50 seconds. Now we're gonna go into the hub world. We're gonna go back there each time we finish a level, and we're gonna be able to reach the other 3 levels in this game, in the center of this room. This is the hardest room, hardest level in the bunny hopping section, since we don't have any ability yet, but this is gonna be fixed later. So right now there's gonna be a route change compared to the last time this was run at any marathon. Before we used to collect 300 shards, we used to save the Loa that we're gonna see right now in front of us a bit farther ahead, and the Loa will open the door for us so we can enter the World 1. But it was discovered that there is no invisible wall on the right side of the door, so we can just jump over the door, go onto the left side, and then go into the right side and enter World 1 without having to unlock it. Into the World 1, we're gonna climb the wall because we can. The geometry just allows us to climb the wall, so we're gonna skip a whole lot of the World 1 by doing that. The World 1 is way bigger than what you see on the speedrun. It's just we're destroying it. So right now we could use the hammer to get a propulsion boost if we're fast enough. Unfortunately, we got the bad cycle, so we used the backup. And we're gonna grab the first item, the jetpack. Do you want to explain it?
Sure, so the jetpack gives us 3 new abilities, it's one of 3 abilities and upgrades we can get in the game, and those upgrades are, later on in the respective worlds, and the jetpack gives us a few things. First of all, we have this beautiful jetpack jump that gives us a very, very high jump. That's height we can't reach otherwise. Not with a double jump. Then we can get a roll. We can get a roll jump, so we roll forward and then jump out of the roll. And lastly, we can glide with it, and gliding is extremely useful because we can use the momentum that we build up with bunny hopping and then just go super fast over super long distances.
Yep, gliding will also allow us to just float in the air, so we won't touch the ground as much as we're used to while bunny hopping. So we will keep our momentum way easier than just having to jump each time almost perfectly. And yeah, so that's World 1. Really fast, like I said, it's way bigger in the casual playthrough. But we just skipped a bunch of it by going technically out of bounds, technically not.
Yeah,
so go for it.
That was also the Loa. Normally she's freed, but now she's duplicated because we didn't free her. And the second version, the freed Loa version, is not in a cage. So there's now 2 times her.
Yeah, that was part of the route change. Into World 2, this is the world where we're gonna use the gliding ability the most. We're gonna skip again a bunch of part by bunny hopping. And we're gonna get our second artifact, item I mean. Or this item is gonna allow us to slow down the time, or to use the shrine into the temple that we're gonna see soon. So first cutscene, you see her moving into the cutscene. This is not intended. To move into the cutscene, we have to alt-tab out of the game and back into the game, which will override the cutscene block and which will allow us to move. That was really well done, executed, honestly. So yeah, she just did all this movement blind while the cutscene was happening, which is really good. And now we're gonna skip the first part of the temple. There is, I believe, 4 puzzles in the first part of the temple. We don't really need to do them, so we're gonna enter through the end of the temple, because we need to do the other 3 puzzle in the second part. These 3 puzzles will spawn a tree, yes, and that's gonna allow us to get the second artifact. There's no way to get the artifact without spawning the tree, unfortunately. And here's another unskippable cutscene. So like I said, we're gonna alt-tab back out of the game and back in, so we're gonna be able to move during the cutscene and progress even further through the cutscene. Let's see if she gets it. Yes, so we're saving a lot of time by doing that, because yeah, we can't move during the cutscene. That's a great glitch. It's a bit hard to move in the cutscene because there's a bit of a control the movement. There's a bit of a bug with the controller while exiting a cutscene. But by just spamming some random key, we're gonna be able to just move back normally, but it's reversed from the camera. We're gonna explain it later in the third cutscene. Right now, what is coming up is the third puzzle, which is fun because the casual player take 30 minutes, between 10 and 30 minutes to do, and it's just a repeat of the second puzzle if you look at it. But the second puzzle is so much easier than the third one that people forget and spend like 30 minutes doing it. It's fun to watch someone casually doing this.
Yeah, everyone gets stuck there. I got stuck for so long. I think everyone's first casual playthrough is just getting stuck on this puzzle for way too long, even when it is very easy when you think about it, but yeah.
And it is teach in the second one, like I said. But for the cutscene, do you want to explain why it's hard to move in this one?
Surely. So, the cutscene, so we basically can move from cutscene by tapping back out and tapping in. But the problem is with controls are tied to our camera position. So, because the camera is right now in this cutscene changing quite a lot, it's very difficult to jump through here. And because the angle changes every time now, we have to do a lot of micro adjustments. I feel somewhat comfortable doing this, but not in a marathon setting, because failing this would result in me, because at the end of the cutscene our checkpoint is kind of set, and if I fall into the water in the cutscene, I will respawn directly above the water and softlock.
So yeah, water, any liquid in this game has a dead plane, because our character is usually a cat and doesn't know how to swim. So when you touch any sort of liquid, you just get stuck in a damage animation and then the game respawns you on the ground. But there is a way to skip it that we're gonna use in World 3, since there's a lot of liquid in this world. And do you want to explain how does it work?
Yeah, surely. So I already talked about the jetpack giving us a few additional abilities. And one of the abilities being the roll. So the roll is special. The animation of the roll overrides different animations, such as the staggering animation. And when we hit liquid, any kill plane like liquid, the game checks where we last stood still, or like where we last stood on solid grounds. So after we get hit, the game checks when did we stand still. And because we override the staggering animation and we just land on the ground there, the game puts us right there.
So yeah, here's coming up is the hammer skip. There is a specific part we can stand on the hammer, then we have to go on top of it, and we have to jet back before the hammers do a full swing or it's gonna throw us off. it's really hard, it's really tricky, but it saves a lot of time, like most of the skip we found out. But yeah, it might look easy to go on the hammer, but it is really hard.
Also, this is just me now saying that, of course, but the Sonic mod is making it a little bit more difficult because I'm just not used to the big head. But that's just me talking in general. It's the same trick. It's just me looking for excuses because I'm bad at the trick. All right.
Yeah, Sonic have a bigger head than our normal model. But yes, so here she's gonna use the trick that we use to bypass the first out of bound by just rolling into the lava. And we're gonna try to reach this checkpoint out of bound. Unfortunately, like what just happened, the game can spawn the rock onto you if you're not spawning them at the right place. So we need a lot of speed to reach the perfect spot and enter the hole to get to the checkpoint. Unfortunately, it's a bit hard because if we double jump, we're gonna get hit by the death plane that's above us. But there's a backup, and we're gonna use it. It's slower, obviously, but it's technically safer. You don't. Oh, go for it.
Yeah, and that's just like usually how it goes for me. I practiced this so much today, and I nailed it every single time, and now I'm failing it. That's typical marathon luck. Yeah, the backup is generally a lot safer and a lot easier to do, but usually the problem is like the first time you often fail it because the game doesn't load properly. The area, such as here, and now it did. Yeah, this is the out of bounds, and normally we enter the area from below, but the other trick is very risky and very, very difficult to pull off.
Yeah, it's a new trick actually. The backup is what we used in the before times. But yeah, it's a fairly recent trick that we got maybe 3 months ago, which is recent for the game since it's been out for 5 years already, or soon 5 years. So yeah, we picked up the magnet here. I don't remember if we picked it up way earlier, but it's gonna allow us to grab into things to summon these metal platform. And to grab a ball that we won't really see. We see it 3 times, I think, in the speedrun, and we see it way more in the casual playthrough. So here, we're going into a third out of bound. So the first 2 out of bound we did was by cancelling the damage animation, but this one is different. The dev forgot to put a rock there, so it's gonna allow us to just go straight out of bound. Here she punched. I don't think you can stand there, right?
Yeah,
But
just messed up movement.
So here she punched into the air ventilator, since when we're lower we get a higher push. Which is actually interesting. But yeah, so here's the third out of bound. It's really hard to move in the out of bound because wait.
I don't know.
I didn't even know you could go there.
I know that. I just don't know why it didn't reset my jetpack height, jump height.
Yeah, since the out of bound is not intended, we don't really see all the texture. We kind of have to know where the invisible walls are and where they aren't. And we're gonna go back to another hole that they forget to fill in. And we're gonna get the ball. By doing this, we're skipping a fight. We're skipping the loading time of the robot, because when we're fast, the robots take like 10 seconds to load. And we're skipping a cutscene by doing that. So that's a lot of time saved again. But that's basically speedrunning, I guess. So here we just killed the factory that produced robots, I think. And there's lava slowly rising, really slowly, to allow casual player to do pretty good. And we're gonna use the punching trick again to try and reach this node right here. Good job. And we're gonna reach the end of the world tree. Do you want to explain what you're doing?
Yeah, so I'm moving in the cutscene ahead, so we have again another gauntlet section here coming up. So you have to kill every enemy already, and basically we have to wait for this cutscene to finish playing anyways, and like afterwards we would have to destroy and kill all the robots in this room. but I'm going ahead and killing most of them already. It's an advantage, so I don't have to clear up that many enemies anymore. I sadly messed up my movement a little bit, so I'm in a not that good position, but it's still fine.
That was pretty good. You almost got them all. Oh, you missed. Oh, no.
Where's the
Did you just get in? No. He was inside. No.
Well, that's a first. That's actually a first. That never happened before. Alright, so now 10 cutscenes.
Yep. There's gonna be 10 cutscenes to skip. 9 of them are gonna be by pressing escape and skip cutscene, and 1 of them is gonna be by pressing space 2 times. Why? I don't know. Ask the dev.
And I'm always messing up when to do what input.
So yeah, 10 cutscenes to skip, a little bit of movement, and we're gonna reach the boss fight, which is gonna be soon. Be ready for the time. The boss fight consists of 3 to 4 phases in a casual playthrough, but we're gonna use the time orb that we almost never use to try to skip a phase. 2 phases actually. We're gonna try to do it in 1 cycle.
Let's go. I got this.
Alright, so the boss is...
Practice this for 4 hours.
So yeah, we're gonna just slow the time, mash our attack button in the... Oh, I think you already messed it up.
Yep.
But yeah, we're trying to just do it in 1 cycle. Unfortunately, we didn't get it.
Yeah, so I switched out of the time orb, which basically means I didn't have enough time for the quick kill. That's why I wish I could unbound my mouse wheel or deactivate my mouse wheel sometimes. Alright.
So yeah, the timer starts when we start attacking
Time.
the boss. Oh, time.
Okay, to prevent spoilers, I'm just skipping straight this. In case you want to play the Sonic. But yeah, that was Skylar Plux any person.
It was a fast game, but it's fun, really fun to run.
Yeah, most definitely. It's a beautiful 3D indie platformer. It's an amazing speed game. It has everything. It has a little bit of menuing. It has insane platforming, speeds. You have glitches. You have everything. It's quite short. You can pick it up very easily. Shoutouts to all of the people in the Skylar Plux speedrunning community. They are a bunch of amazing people. They are very helpful. If you're really interested in this game, you should definitely check them out. You will find everything on the speedrun.com page and the Discord. They are all very helpful and friendly. And yeah, also shoutouts to the developers of the game. They are also very cool people. And they are also working on a sequel, and they keep on hopping in the game, which is amazing. And thank you a lot, Cuddy, for helping me with commentary, because it wouldn't have been that great without your help, because I need to focus a lot.
Me. Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Right, what was the final time?
Yeah, ended up with a 15:56.
I have my... Where's my... Okay, in-game time 15:35. Gosh damn it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm keep choking World 3 hours. Yeah. But yeah, that's what say everything I have to say. Do you have anything left to say?
No, I'm fine. This was Skylar Plux. I hope you enjoyed.
Well, I wish you all then continue enjoying SpeedCon. Continue watching all the amazing runs. Next up is, if I remember correctly, Zoners is going to show us Batman Arkham City. I'm just saying it's New Game Plus, but don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure, but I think it is. In any case, Batman Arkham City is a cool speedrun. You definitely stay tuned and watch it.
You're absolutely correct. That is exactly what's up next, is any % New Game Plus. So everyone stick around. We're going to have a brief intermission, and when we come back, we're going to have some Batman.
Stay hydrated.